Hello everyone, welcome back to another Commander review for Magic the Gathering. My glasses seem to be a little dirty as I'm trying to look at the camera. We're still in the Champions of Kamigawa set, and today we are talking about, let's see, my vision is very terrible, but it's Hikari Twilight Guardian. Ha! Okay, Hikari Twilight Guardian. I'm hoping I'm putting the correct emphasis on the right letter there. I don't know if it's the K or the R, so I'm saying Hikari, but it might be Hikari. I'm not sure. But Hikari Twilight Guardian is a legendary spirit. It's a 4/4. It has a mana value of 5, 3 generic, and 2 white. It has the flying keyword, and a really fun triggered ability. A lot of the spirits in this set will have cool triggered abilities. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may exile Hikari. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Spirits, if you don't know what a spirit is, it is a subtype of a creature, and arcane is a subtype of an instant or sorcery spell. I don't remember if there's any particular spell type that it falls under, but arcanes are really cool. I wish we would get arcanes back in the future. I'm sure I've said this in past videos with the spirits of this set. Oh, gotta get my mouse on screen there a little bit. There we go. Card rulings. You may choose not to exile Hikari. Very important to note there. But if you do exile Hikari, it leaves the battlefield before the spell that triggered it resolves its ability. So it will be unaffected by that spell. I mean, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but hypothetically, if there was a board wipe, instant or sorcery, and it had the subtype arcane, then yeah, if it had the subtype arcane, or if you played a spirit that had this kind of crazy board wipe effect, the spell on the stack triggers the flicker ability. So if you do trigger the flicker, it will leave the battlefield before the spell resolves, whether it's a creature entering the battlefield or the spell resolving off the stack. That's hypothetical. I didn't look into that too much. But essentially, if you are doing something and you don't want Hikari on the battlefield as that spell resolves, then you can flicker it before the spell resolves. That's how the stack works. So, very cool, very insightful. A synergistic card I chose to go with this is Nico Ona. When Nico Ona comes to play, destroy target enchantment, which is cool. Great way to get rid of enchantments. There are going to always be powerful enchantments in play. Not necessarily as consistent as there are powerful artifacts in the Commander format, but 9 times out of 10, I feel like someone's got some cool enchantment in play that you want to blow up. But then whenever you cast, I know the old wording is play, but whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may return Nico Oma to its owner's hand, and then play it again, and keep blowing up more enchantments. So very repeatable. A lot of synergies like this in this set and block. Going right off that, as I adjust my foot placement here, is the deck that I am going to build with a lot of these spirit commanders from this set. Is I do want to build a spirit and specifically an arcane tribal deck, because I think the subtypes are really unique. It will make for diverse and fun gameplay within the spirit subtype, and I just think they're really cool. They're very flavorful. The splice into arcane mechanic is really fun. If you wanted to play like Spellslinger style with these older cards, and it's got a lot of fun spirit sub themes going in here as well. So going with that, a popular deck idea on EDH Rec is of course a Flicker or Blink tribal deck, where you're just trying to have permanents enter and leave the battlefield as much as possible, and have crazy cool enter the battlefield effects, or make them stronger with +1/+1 counters, so on and so forth. And lastly, a unique, weird, janky build around is trying to build, like, if you are going to focus on the arcane spells of this commander, which there aren't a lot of, which I understand is a drawback to this strategy. Again, I would love if Wizards of the Coast played into more arcane subtypes or other sorcery or instant spell subtypes would be really fun. But pretty much a spell slinger deck where you are trying to cast non-creature spells, hopefully as many arcane spells as possible. But it'd be a mono white spell slinger deck with like a spirit and arcane sub theme. And that is going to do it for Hikari Twilight Guardian. Anyway, very fun card. Very cool. I can't wait to play with it as my commander because, again, I like spirit and arcane concepts that were done in this block, and I'd love to play around with it some more, especially with the new spirit synergies that we have, and maybe a little bit spell slinger synergies that we've gained throughout the years as well. But very cool. Of course, the downside is it's not that popular because spirit and arcane is not the strongest or most popular deck idea to build around, and so there's just not a lot of decks that you can build with Hikari right now. Again, I hope that changes in the future, but really fun stuff. It does have D rank for its popularity and the number of deck ideas it has. So far, I think this is the only one of that rank, so we'll see what else we have by the end of this set. I think I'm about halfway through, if not 2/3 of the way through, doing these slides for all these commanders at this point, so we'll see what happens by the end here. There are a lot of S tier cards, there are a couple lower level cards, and we even have, coming up in the future, our first vanilla commander in a long time, so very fun and exciting stuff to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed or synergies or combos I didn't talk about, maybe another deck idea that would be fun for this commander that I did not mention. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when more videos come out. Thanks again, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!